Yo, what's going on, man? It's another rendition of Let's Talk Ball. It's your boy, Harry Landry, man. Here with a few of the finest in this city, man. Let them know who you is right here, man.
Y'all know who it is. Troy Duchesne.
The one and only your favorite comic, Sean Favorite, man.
We got somebody special in the building tonight today, man. We got somebody, man. This is a long overdue guest right here on the podcast, man. This guy right here, man. Hold on, man.
Special effects.
Come introduce my guy right, man. You seen him on OnlyFans TV. You seen him at Skank Fest. He is the producer, creator of LGBTLOL Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He has 2 specials out. First one, She Is Me. The other one, Girl Bye. Man, got a lot of projects coming out. You see him on Los Angeles Times. Stop playing. Is that loud?
No, this is going good.
You seen him on NPR. Most would say he's the hardest working comedian in New Orleans comedy scene.
Definitely.
Produced plenty of shows all over the city. He has a double feature on a Friday monthly. He has what the other one?
I got the one in Covington.
He had a show in Covington.
I got the monthly at
Harry
Sports
do the
Drink.
longest intros.
Sports Drink. I got
He got
Ryan Rogers and Sworn Enemies.
He got Ryan Rogers and Sworn Enemies. He got Comedy Teabag
Work the Crowd.
and Work the Crowd all on the same night on a
Snake
Friday
Bit.
night. We got Snake Bit up in Covington. What this man do? Anywhere there's a venue that do shows, he do it.
He put the whole podcast in the intro.
I think we're done here. This is good journalism.
I'm saying I want people to know who this man is. Again, right? You know, like this is long overdue. A great comedian, good guy, a leader in the New Orleans comedy scene, man. Give it up for Ryan Rogers, please.
Yeah.
Oh man, Harry. That was the nicest intro I have ever heard. Thank you. That was really, really kind. You did read off your phone, but I do respect it. I think that really, made me feel good.
I didn't want to mess it up.
You did wonderful. Thank you. That was very sweet. Thank you.
We almost had a workplace incident, but someone broke their neck. What's
Oh,
good, Ryan?
there
Baby?
it is.
I'm doing okay.
Yo, Troy.
Yo. There we go.
Can you hear?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
I fixed it.
Okay, cool. I think this is good. This is already good. I'm already very impressed. I've never heard the podcast before. Here's why. I don't want the advertisers. I don't want the advertisers to find out that like gay white guys listen to this show because then you're gonna have to do brand deals with like fucking. I don't know, the new Mean Girls musical.
Let's do it.
No, I feel like
See,
I don't want to
Troy
skew
ready
your
to do
audience.
anything.
I'm with anything. They got
His
the
thing,
bread.
Ryan. I don't know if
Niggas,
you know
they
it or
paying?
not. No, we're not getting no money at all right now. So
Right. We're actually paying to do this.
we
man.
actually would like some. That's why we brought you on, so you could teach us the ways how to get some money for this, man.
Facts.
Oh, we're gonna be here a long time then.
We got time.
I got time. When it comes, cause we trying to figure this out, man. How you been though, Ryan? Everything been all right with you, baby?
I've been okay. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but like it's just been a weird like end of 2025, like start of this new year. It has not been seamless or fun.
Right.
I don't feel, but like we've had to make our own fun doing stand up and like that. I don't know. It's getting me through it. And I know this is so fucking boring to talk about like stand up, like actually helping, but like being able
That's
to.
what it is.
It is though, right? Like being able to go everywhere every night and like see you guys and see different audiences and people who just want to be happy right now is making me feel like fulfilled. Even on like the hard days, I'm like, at least we can and get to do this. So I don't know. It's getting me through it.
Nah, I give you that. I remember, one day we was, it wasn't my show, but we was at Deuces for that other show. And when Mark was there, the day when all the old niggas wouldn't shut up.
Yeah.
And we was outside and Mark Caesar basically was like gave us like a pregame pep talk. Like it was some real deep shit though. Like just
Mark
talking about,
loves
like,
inspiring people like Coach Carter style.
Like, bro, like outside the comedy club, he just like getting everybody together just to have a little chat. I'm thinking we just about to talk about, whatever. He went to talking about what he had going on personally and this, that, and how we you don't know who then came in here looking for a laugh and we going through stuff too, but we got a pop. Like, bro, I'm sitting there just like, niggas, we filming a movie right now? Like, hey.
Sometimes he'll drop it on
Mark
you.
did that.
I felt motivated. What? Comedy on
like, I'm about to go kill in this bed. Nah, but that's real though. Like we carry that. Like even though everybody going through it, we gonna put that aside. We gonna compartmentalize, and I'm gonna make you feel good. I'm like, shout out to us. You know what I mean? Shout out to us.
Have you had moments on stage where you wasn't able to compartmentalize?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. One time me and my husband got in a fight on the way to the show. In the car, like a knockdown drag out, like about to like unbuckle your seatbelt at the red light type of fight.
Let's square up.
Yeah.
Come on, put them up.
You laugh.
Nigga said it was about to go down.
I
Really got it on.
I went to Comedy House. It was my first time hosting the open mic ever.
Oh shit.
I'd never done it before. And Drew and I got in a huge fight, and he sat in the front row. And I was like doing my 5-minute host set, and I got 3 minutes in, and I spaced. I just saw black. And I looked at the audience, and I just said, my husband and I got in a huge fight on the way here.
Yeah, talk about it.
At that
And
point,
then
you got
did
to.
not tell a joke. I let that sit. And then I went, but we're working it out just like your next comic. Welcome to the stage, Jennifer Turbo, or whatever I said.
Oh, that segue was cool. I ain't gonna-
I know. So I got backstage and he texted me and he was like, meet me outside right fucking now. And we got in a huge fight again in front of Comedy House because he was like, you're at work right now. Get your shit together. I was like, you came here. You made this worse. But he had a point. He was like, all of our shit, you compartmentalize. You better put that shit aside. When you go on stage, people are paying you to be here. You realize that, right? Like, it might not feel like it, or you might be ungrateful that you're hosting the fucking open mic, but like, it's for your talent. It's for your time. Like, be fucking grateful. Have gratitude. You know, don't bring your shit up here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like going to any job.
That's a fact.
Shout out to husbands, man. That's what's up.
Not all the time. No, don't do that all the time.
Shit.
No.
A woman would have just outside, yeah, you talking shit about me on stage? Like, it would have been a whole nother thing.
I guess you're right. I guess he had the business interests.
Yeah,
ahead of,
like, he
his
like,
own,
no, we
his
can
own
argue
ego.
later.
Exactly.
We
That's
can
his
do
point.
this later. Like,
We had a rule for a while after that called no arguing on show night. But because now, like, every night is show night, like, I work a lot.
Yeah.
That it's like, well, when we fight, we fight.
and you said we fight on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I fucking wish it was easy to schedule fights like
I
that.
don't think significant others understand like how important that is. I ain't gonna lie, a fight on show day could fuck you up. for
Have you
real.
ever experienced that?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Definitely.
I don't think I've ever talked to comedians about this ever.
Yeah,
but a fight's
That's a real
affected.
thing. That's a real thing.
Shit.
I told my girl, please do not argue with me before my show.
Yeah.
Like, we gonna argue after.
Some of my least favorite sets was like from arguing with whatever girl I was at the time was like that day I was like, man, stupid. And like I go and it's on my head. So I go on stage and it's like I can't give I'm not giving my all because I'm worried about this stupid ass fight. We done had about some
Yeah.
bullshit. Yeah.
Nah,
it's-
the
it's-
day I did Sakina Capricorn show, like I headlined for her for when she had her show on Friday.
Oh, yeah. Retro Shade.
Retro Shade. When I was the
Rest in
headliner for Retro Shade, shout out to Sakina.
Yeah, shout out to Sakina.
Me and Sierra got into it. So like screaming match over the phone. Like some insanity. I go inside, I'm like, bro, you know I got a show. Let me go do my show. And as crazy as she was, she did do pretty good about not getting on my nerves on show day. But this day she was feeling however she was feeling. I go inside. She called my phone, yelling more. I'm like, bro, I told you like I'm going inside to
No.
but my big thing with her was I always answered the phone when she called because I don't want you to do nothing crazy. I know how you get.
Damn.
So I don't want to just like let you just go to voicemail because you would trip out. So I'm like, I'm answering the phone. I'm in good faith. I'm answering the phone, like, just let it be till I do this. I got to step outside and scream with her some more.
Been there.
Like, it
Been
was,
there.
bro, it was crazy. But I'm like, all right, cool. I got to do this show. And, like, they hyping me up, like, oh, yeah, you about to love this shit right here. And I'm just like, oh, my God. So I just threw myself out on stage to where, like, when I go out there, just really, like, throw yourself out there to where you can't backpedal now.
No.
Like, you done threw yourself out there with a lot of energy and a lot of, like,
And
you know,
sometimes it's out of
and you
spite like
gotta
that, where
sell
you're
it.
like, I'm fucking doing it. Like, even you know in your head, this is not a good idea. I'm not in a good space. You're like, it's
Yeah,
probably,
if
it
I
might be a
would've- if I
masculine thing.
would've
It might be a
walked out-
man thing to be like, fuck it.
If I would have walked out there regular, the energy probably would have. I had to like send myself out there,
Okay.
just to like overcome
Yeah.
how I was feeling. Because
Yeah.
it's like now that I didn't sent this energy at y'all, I gotta keep doing it. Like I gotta like
been there.
give you that. So
Yeah, I get it.
I think that's the best way to do it. Just send yourself out because like eventually, like maybe like a minute or two in, it'll start like
Yeah,
okay,
it
cool.
will.
Like you'll level out.
You'll get validation from somewhere else, and that's the
Yeah.
audience. And
Yeah.
that's the trick. That's all you ever wanted to begin with. That's why you're fighting. Because
Sometimes-
you don't feel heard or validated. And then an audience responds to something you say, and you're like,
oh, there we go.
oh, I'm better. That's all I wanted.
I'm about to say, have you ever argued with your partner and had a good set after that?
I feel like that set was
Does that
actually
get you- Does
good.
that get you riled up? Like you
I wouldn't say riled
No,
up
I
in,
don't
in
like
a positive
it.
way.
No, because then I can't focus.
Facts.
I need
Yeah,
time before I
facts.
go up on stage.
But I have had decent sets.
Mm-hmm.
I was fortunate enough for it to not have happened that often. As much as me and her fought, she did very well with not fighting with me. That was one incident.
Yeah.
But as crazy as she was, she did do good with that for the most part outside of that one night.
I think when you reach a level of like of not caring, that's where I'm at now. Like
That's
me
where
and
I
my
think I'm at,
when me and my
too.
partner get into it, and I like if I know I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
nigga, you could jump off a bridge. I don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna go out here and like I'm gonna like do what I do, and that's some of my best because I'm at a point where like I really don't care. So I
Facts.
can go out here and give the audience my all because I don't. You be mad, okay, cool, that's fine.
Have y'all ever had a problem with a significant other? I know we're in different relationship statuses, like that didn't either didn't, I mean, I feel like didn't understand your career as a comedian is too easy, but like someone that didn't get your sense of humor sometimes, or like when you were writing jokes or you were pitching to them, like, what do you think? Do you think this is funny?
I think sometimes, yeah.
Absolutely.
I know Cheyenne don't like some of the jokes I've told before.
Right.
Yeah.
What type of, is it a subject matter she doesn't like?
Oh no, it was justified. I had a bad joke about my brother passing.
Oh.
Yeah, it was bad.
And she's like, this is not funny, or it's in bad taste, or both.
I think it was both.
Yeah.
I think it was both.
Yeah, I think it was both.
It had to be.
Yeah.
Nah, I haven't really never had that. There's things that happen in relationships that I'm like, I'm gonna talk about this. Me and you end up not together no more.
Yes.
Like I'm not gonna do it right now out of respect for our union.
Oh,
But
I don't
like,
give a shit about that with my husband.
a lot of stories made it to stage during the relationship, but there was some things like that joke I got about me catching her with another girl. Nigga, I started writing that moment. Like I was sitting on the edge of the bed and like they sitting there like,
And you're like, how do I make this a
and
premise?
I'm just sitting there and I'm like staring off into space. And then she really like tapped me on my back and was like, are you writing a joke right now? But we didn't like immediately stop talking after that. I sat on that joke. Like that I started writing right there. And I told it once we like officially like went our separate ways, I started telling it.
I want to ask, so do y'all try to run jokes on y'all?
Constantly.
Yeah, I'll bring
the
it
minute
up.
I think something is funny. Really?
No.
Oh, Drew is a bad audience, and he's a bad. He's wonderful. He's amazing, but he's so bad. If I'm like, hey, if you were to like gay, I'm writing a joke now about a gay ICE agent. I think it's really funny, but I was I asked him for examples. I'm like, why would someone become a gay ICE agent? And a comedian would probably think like he went to a Mexican restaurant and the food was bad, so he's like, now they all got to go, or like I don't know. His man left him for a Mexican and now he's like, fuck Mexican. You know what I mean? Drew was like being dead serious. He's like, I don't know, maybe the way that they were raised in their home.
That's the joke right there, bro. That's the joke right there.
But that's what I'm saying. He's a bad collaborator for comedy. Yeah. That's why I was curious. Because sometimes
my boy's
like,
psychologist, not a comedian.
Oh my God. He's just got a bad sense of like joke writing. He's never gotten it. And he's just like, because he's seen all of y'all. He ran the city's only Friday night open mic with me for 2.5 years.
Rest in
peace.
He
knows all y'all. He knows all of your sets.
Yeah.
He knows, I mean, he still does the lineups for all of our shows. I don't set the lineups. He does. And for LGBTLOL, he knows comedy, but he's very bad at being like helping. He's not a good helper unless something's so funny and he's like, that's really funny.
Yeah.
But that's rare.
I'd rather see Cheyenne at one of the shows in the crowd laughing, not me in the car, us in the bed. Like,
but the thing is, y'all partners know a lot about comedy. I've talked to Cheyenne about comedy. Well, we was talking about comedy the other day. Like when these women just be around, just as an intelligent person, I don't think nobody dealing with nobody who's an unintelligent person. So just being around something that much, you picking up on it. You picking up how this works, how this move, and get a feel for it. And just me and Cheyenne had a side conversation. Just her grasp on just what we got going on and what's good, what's not. Like she know her shit.
I'll look at Cheyenne during shows sometimes when things are going bad, like the way I do with y'all, where I'll be like, I'll side eye. Cheyenne always, if I'll look at her when something's, it's David Collada. Sorry, or whoever.
That's crazy.
I mean,
Shout out David.
I'm only doing it because of our last show where we were all together at Rain.
Yeah.
And during David's, or he was maybe doing good or whatever. I'll always look at Cheyenne, even at Howlin' Wolf and stuff, and be like, and she'll know, like, yeah, this is bad.
Shit, Cheyenne told me stop smoking before you go up there. I was like, you're right, bitch. I do need to stop smoking before I go up there.
Comics period should stop smoking before you go on stage, man.
Yeah, facts.
A lot of y'all go on stage after smoking.
Is there anyone who does it better? You know what I mean? I know one comic who I thought was better when he was drunk.
Who?
Don't worry. We talk about it in 15 minutes.
It was Brandon Bruffett.
Oh, it was Brandon?
He showed up at Ugly Dog one night and he was hammered. And he fucking murdered. And I was like, this is so funny. Because it was his like Confederate, blah, 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 the way he delivers jokes. But he was so over the top because he was like wasted and he was like animated. And I was like, this is hilarious.
No, I don't know. It's probably Smiley. Smiley is pretty funny, but when she's high, and I think she's always high. So that's probably the funniest person.
But like I have a rule where I don't want to like do like cause I do my little mushrooms or whatever. I always do it if I'm gonna do that night. I always wait till I get off stage.
You can't do those shrooms before you go on stage.
Like a microdose, the way you just vibing. I'm not talking about going on stage and
because you, so
I'm not talking about going on stage and trip balls. Yeah. Like I'm not doing a whole bunch, but like you take a little. It's kind of like when you smoke a little bit, you just hit it a couple times. Right. Kind of that feeling. You just, you chilling. Like you done had a drink or two. It's not like I'm not trying to trip, but I get really funny and really conversational when I microdose shrooms, and I'm like, I wonder how that would be on stage.
Wait, but you've never done it though?
I refuse to because I don't want to do it, and it goes well. That's what
happened to me the first time in THC seltzers.
Yeah, like
that's why, because I was like, damn it, it's better. Yeah, or it's looser.
Like you really kill and you feeling comfortable up there because you know, and I want to have that on me to go do I didn't want to get in that pocket, so I'm just like, nah, I'm just rock out.
Well, yeah. Speaking of being stoned,
you got the champ is here. The champ is in the building.
Damn.
Yesterday we did Stone versus Drunk versus Sober. This was one representative of Team Sober. I was one representative of Team Drunk. This is one representative of Team Stone. Yep. And Team Stone walked away with the victory. So shout out to the boy Troy, man. Shout out to Team High as a Kite, man. Team High
Troy
as a Kite.
kicked our ass.
Brought it home last night, man. And I knew we was going to have to talk about it because fuck, damn near half of the show is here. Thanks. But that was a very interesting way that a show went. Like, you know how shows have like an energy or have like a momentum? That show had it was like,
sometimes that show has that momentum by the virtue of like the substances involved. Like sometimes Team Stoned is so high up and sometimes Team Stoned is down here. And sometimes Team Sober is often the most monotone or like low energy. Like, I don't know. Maybe it was the comic maker.
I get nervous every time I'm going first. I ain't gonna lie.
Just go ahead and get it.
But I go first a lot
because you do though. Because you're stoned.
Do you know why that is? I know why that is.
Not because I was stoned.
On a lot of shows in general. Troy goes first a lot.
Yeah.
It's because Troy has a reliable energy. Like I put Troy up a lot I put you up a lot first sometimes because it's the same thing where it's like I know they're going to go out there and do at least 5 solid good minutes of material. And it's charming in a way that like an audience is going to trust that after Troy or Sean go up, it's going to be a good show. That's why you go first. Because it's like, it's a little bit of quality assurance. Like he's never going to scream and act crazy. He's never going to go so off script that like he alienates the audience. That'll never happen. That's why.
Yeah, I feel that. Got to throw Cat Dre up there first.
I want to get better at being good. Like when I done been through, like it's been 7, 8, 5+ comedians more on the show, like, and you headlining the show. Like, I won't be.
I feel like people will put you in that.
That's what I'm good at. Yeah. Because I'm like, no matter what happens, we're gonna end this show on a high note. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I know that's my strength as a comedian. Sometimes it's not the writing. Sometimes it's not the performance, or I'm in a bad mood or whatever. But I know for a fact we're going up. Mm-hmm. No matter what happens, we're going. No matter who was before me, nonsense. We're gonna go. And we're gonna end there.
That's a lot of, especially that's a killer right there. Imagine going through 5+ comedians of straight killers, and then you closing the night out.
I know. Like, that's why I like it though. Yeah, it's my favorite, and it makes me nervous too in a good way. Where I'm in the back and I'm watching y'all, and I'm like, oh, he's doing good. Oh, he's doing good, or she's doing good. That makes me as like a headliner going at the end very like, now I got to bring my shit because if I'm worse, it'll look really bad for the show and me. So. That happened in Austin when I was headlining Altercation Comedy Fest a couple months ago. And it was really humbling because I showed up and they're like, you're headlining night 1. And in my head, I was like, what does that mean? Like 15 minutes at the end of a showcase? Whatever. Who gives a shit? And I get there and they have the lineup on the back and it is host, comic, Ryan Rogers, 1 hour. And I was not ready. And it was sold out.
Was it 15 minutes? Ain't nobody scared of your little 15 minutes?
That's what I said. No, really. So then it gets worse. So I'm like, I'm really headlining. They're like, yeah, we're giving you headliner pay. Your face is on the flyer. Like and I was like, I guess you're right.
I just
thought. So you did give me headliner money.
They did, but I assume because it's a comedy festival like we do for LGBTLOL, like Paris Sachet, we'll let her do 30 minutes, but there's 8 comics before her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was standing in the back and I drank a seltzer and I was like, okay, this is going to be fine. I got this. I'm not worried. The host is amazing. The next comic is incredible. The third comic is even better. So I start panicking and I'm like, oh my God.
Shit just got real.
Shit just got real. Like not only am I the one who has by far the least experience of everyone on this. I've only been doing this 4 years. That guy's been doing it for 15. That one's been doing it for 9. Like that kind of shit. Now I'm headline. Who the fuck do I think I am? I better be good. So I pulled out a legal pad. It's all fucking high. And I was like, shit, what about this? What about this? And the dude in front of me, black guy, closed with a joke about Django Unchained being a Christmas movie. And so then I've built this Jenga tower of an hour worth of material I just wrote. And then he talked about Django Unchained. I'm like, well, I got to talk about Django Unchained now. Yeah. Fuck. So I did. And I'm murdered.
That's fire.
I was on fire for 45 minutes. I fucking crushed. But it was really fucking scary. Really scary. Seeing when all the comics were that good. And I was like, now I have to earn my spot. I have to leave these people fucking pissing their pants to make this even worth it.
Before we get off there, one of my favorite sets that you ever had. I talk about it all the time to other people behind your back. I'm like, Troy was on fire this night. It was like, I talk about it like it's folklore. When you had to come behind Shotty. I have a personal, you know how.
That's probably my favorite set.
Like, for the anniversary show?
Yeah, we all have ways. Like, I don't tell somebody else how to do their job. But I see what everybody got going on, and I'm like, if I was you, I would do this like this type of thing. But you keep it to yourself. You mind your own fucking business.
I don't.
But
I don't.
I tell people.
But with Troy, one thing I think Troy should do more of is like crowd interactions, or like leaping and building more of that bond up top with them before he go into like his spill. So Shotty, surprise for my anniversary show, Shotty just showed up, blah blah blah. He was like, I'm not performing, just showing love. The room feeling good, the vibes is great. So then he catch me on the side, like,
I want to go up.
Yep. Shotty get up there and leave fucking Earth. Harry pulled me to the side because Harry headlining. Harry pulled me to the side like, get this motherfucker off the stage.
Yeah, I would do the same thing if I were you.
What type of drop-in is you having? Because like, bro,
I would get pissed too.
Drop-ins do like 5 to 8, bro. Shotty been up there 15 minutes.
No shit.
Going the fuck off.
Shotty killed so hard. Shotty said, y'all have a good night. Like, people like, leave.
Middle of the show. This motherfucker Shotty said, all right, y'all drive home safe. I'm like, nigga, how the fuck you gonna end my show?
Dude,
in the middle.
That is so funny. I'm gonna start doing that if I'm in the middle. That is so funny.
I wish you would come to Rain and do this.
Fucking well. I'll be like,
please tip Sunshine at the bar.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, Sean, what the fuck?
So used to headlining, and he closing out the show and shit, bro. Harry like, get him out of there. So Troy next. But I'm like, I'm hosting, so like I'm gonna go up there. And I'm like, I'm gonna fuck with him about trying to close out my show in the middle and like, blah blah blah. So like we have like a little thing, give Troy time to like, all right, let's lock in. Man, Troy hit the stage and just went at it. Like I never seen Troy hit the stage that aggressive in a good way.
What did he do?
Like he just came up there. How sometimes like I'll come on stage and just be like, yeah, da da da, just like that. Nah, Troy hit the stage.
You were talking to the audience immediately.
I think I was.
Troy was locked in.
Troy got up there and just was like,
I do got.
I'm Troy, nigga. Like it was.
Have you
beautiful.
seen that Kill Tony clip of Diedrich Flynn? Do you know who that is? It's the funniest shit I've ever seen, and I don't like Kill Tony, but it's a clip that I watch all the time now because it's just like that. It is 1 minute of comedy, but he walks up on stage, this big black dude from Atlanta, and he just points at a chick in the front row and he goes, what you know about being able to beat the last level of Sonic the Hedgehog when you were a kid, but they come repo the TV while you still playing it because your friend's mom stopped having sex with the dude at Rent-A-Center. That's how it starts.
That's him, okay.
Yeah, and he goes, you don't know shit about that. You know shit about my life. It is the funniest fucking thing. But he walks, he doesn't say hi, nothing. He just goes, what you know, like that. It's so funny. But then he does like 3 of those.
Yeah, it's crowd engaging. It's like he talking to them, but that's a joke that he done built.
Yeah, bro. Because when you hit the stage like that, because Shotty had done just kill. So like not everybody laughing at that, and he is a certain energy in the room now. But now I'm on stage. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of comedians don't do that after somebody just killed in front of them. I'm on stage now. Much respect to who just came before me and did their thing, but now it's my turn to do my thing.
As a host, or you're talking about the next
No, I'm talking about the next comic.
But you can't worry about that
one
shit.
time I seen Troy get on stage, and behind a legend like Shotty, he had the energy like, Troy's on stage now. Mm-hmm. And he owned that shit. And I talk about that set all the time.
I got to do more of that.
You do?
I ain't gonna lie.
I really do. I
You
agree with you as far as like building the crowd, like getting to know who they are before I start telling them who I am. I'm gonna start doing that for sure.
Because you have a very cool vibe. You're a cool comedian, so you get on stage and that works. Mm-hmm. But sometimes hit that motherfucker.
Yeah, I do.
Hit the gas on that motherfucker every now and again.
That's how you know I don't drive. I be scared to hit the gas.
Damn. Oh, that's why. That's why for my last 2 albums, that's why I hired Saya to host.
Yeah.
Because it makes me in the back like, this bitch
turn
is
you
good.
up,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't phone it in. I can't put up bad comics before me just to be like, like that would be
look
fun.
How cool
but
I am.
That's not what I want. That's cheating.
Right.
I think when you're doing like specials like that, you definitely have to put a lot of comments very lazy. And y'all put like people who you know are mediocre or not as seasoned, not as good. You put them up, and then that make your nights easier. No, I like for my after my special. I'm like, let me get Sean hosting. I want Kevin. Troy went right before me.
Kevin,
I had Kevin and Troy feature.
Kevin went crazy.
And Kevin lost his fucking mind.
That shit was so him talk because the Wizard was right before Kevin. So Kevin was riffing on the Wizard, nigga.
What did he say? Do you remember anything he said about the Wizard?
He said the Wizard talked like a high school football coach who done got mad and he just fucking slammed the hat on the ground.
But he did the voice, but it was hilarious.
Hilarious.
He is.
I think he posted a clip.
Really funny.
Yeah.
Nah, Kevin is funny.
I have I've never seen him have a bad set. Every time I've seen him, I'd be like,
I had Keith and Troy went right before me, and I'm in the back. I'm like, okay, I gotta go in here and like really lock in.
I can't fuck around.
And you definitely did. You definitely do that. Bro.
Man, that was a damn good.
But that's that homecoming syndrome, bro. You know how it is for homecoming. Like you schedule the team that you're gonna beat up on, and y'all do y'all little halftime thing, and the king and the queen and all that shit, and you beat up on some team from around the way by 60 points. You know, you want to give it a layup because it's a special night, so you make it easy on yourself. That's really what they be doing. Is that homecoming syndrome? Like you trying to like battle it out for homecoming night, like the fucking, you know, the homecoming king is the quarterback. This nigga he beat up from the game and shit because y'all playing somebody actually fucking tough. Right. Like, nah, we gonna phone it in tonight. We gonna do our little ceremony.
My whole thing is like, if you've spent all the time in the world getting your special together, whether that's 40 minutes, 45, 50, an hour, whatever it is, you better be fucking like ready. You better be ready to burn that motherfucker down. I'm serious. Like, even if you've invested months, years, time learning this, you better not give yourself a layup. That's stupid. Don't do that. You've wasted your whole time then. Make it fucking hard so that you lock in and you are the best version of yourself you could be. I am very proud of like the last 2 albums that I recorded because I was like, I did it. I made it as hard as possible for myself. It was an hour plus of material from memory, no notebook, nothing. So I was like, well, why the fuck not?
How often do you write? Every
day.
What I've noticed seeing you at the mics is I see you with your pad and like you're always sitting there. Every time I walk in, you're just sitting there writing.
Yep.
Like you're always writing. I've never seen.
Well, it's mostly so I write, and if I showed you my system, you guys would throw up. You'd be like, I can't handle that. But I always, no matter what, will write down at least the bullets of what I'm about to do. That's what I'm doing at the mic. It's usually like, okay, I want to start here. And most of the time it's custom to the room. Like you'll see me at New York Pizza be like, okay, Harry just went up. Ted said this thing. I've been watching this couple over here.
Okay, every time you go up, you always lead off with either something that happened in the previous set or something in every time.
That's kind of new. I've only been doing that for the last year and a half because it makes me, it's more fun for me. Because usually it would be like, if you think my list sounds gay, you should hear my asshole. Or like, you guys ready for some straight white male humor where you're not going to get it? Like I had canned openers that I'd walk up to energy on, but now it's so much more fun and to be like, make fun of
in the room. Yeah.
What happened in the room. And then I have canned stuff that I do New York Pizza that I call it every time. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's really fun.
No, I think that's
Andrew
cool.
Polk does that. And I saw him do it a couple times and I was like, that looks fun.
Yeah.
Because we did the Cedar Street Social in Mobile. And he said, so happy to be here in Beetlejuice's garage or something stupid where everyone just died because that's exactly what it looked like. So I love doing that now because it's fun.
Now I seen Hyde do that one time when Ben was doing the show at what it was Hot Ones Hot
Work
yeah, that show, whatever it was. But
no, wait, no, you talking the one he did with what that boy name
Hot
is?
Stuff.
Hot stuff.
Hyde went after me. Y'all been back there before?
I did their last show that got them canceled.
You know they got all.
They not doing no more.
No, because they got canceled.
We gonna talk about it because we only
That's
got a minute
crazy.
before we got to reset. So I want to hear that story. But like, how they got all the like the different things on the wall, and Hyde went up there and went to every single little different brand on the wall and talked about how it didn't make sense for none of this shit to be next to each other on this wall. Like find our identity. It was hilarious. And we back. But before we move on to anything else, I did want to hear that story. So I know if I want to hear it, somebody else want to hear it. What happened at Ben's show and how y'all got it canceled.
Wait, what? Oh, I forgot I told y'all that about Hot Stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if it really got canceled for that reason, but I do remember the show was like really bad and no one was there. And a comic went up there and talked about pedophiles for like 10 minutes. And I thought it was very funny for the record. It was. but I think it was a little much for the venue.
Yeah.
And that's what I heard.
Oh, okay.
That's what I heard.
Pedophiles for 10 minutes is.
It was an entire set on pedophiles.
What do you
I think
think
I
he-
left that door open and the light open. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Does it
The
sound
more
better
light,
here?
the better.
Okay.
Everybody can't be Kendrick, man.
You know, what do you think? He Louis C.K.? Doing
Everybody-
10 minutes on,
Yeah, everybody can talk about pedophiles and go platinum. It's okay.
man.
There's a comic. She's on Netflix. Her name's Jacqueline Novak. Her special's called Get on Your Knees. It's an hour on blowjobs.
That's crazy.
An hour.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
Oh, Netflix?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's called Get on Your Knees. She
hour?
doesn't take a breath for an hour. She's like, and this, and this, and this, and this. It's really good.
So it's really 2 hours worth of material.
Yeah, if you tell jokes like old school, it's 4 hours.
But like, let me ask you this though. So if let's say you was talking to a new comedian, what skills do you think are most important for a new comedian between, like, let's say like a being a good joke writer, having a stage presence, knowing how to work the crowd? Like, what order would you put those three in of
That
importance?
is such a good question. One counter question.
Okay.
Is this newcomer serious about doing stand-up comedy for real?
Yeah.
They want to make it as a career.
This
They've
is-
decided it. This is what I'm
They're
doing.
saying this is the beginning of their journey.
Okay, I think the number one thing to know is having a business sensibility. I think that's way more important than anything else, because if you're really going to do this as a career, telling jokes and being a good writer is not even nearly enough. It's like how I love you isn't enough sometimes in a relationship. That's how it is with stand-up, where you're like, you should be really good at like managing money and branding yourself and having the wherewithal to like create a brand around yourself. And that's not just a logo. That's like an identity. And like, this is what I want to sound like. This is my audience. This is the people I want to make laugh. Having all of that like developed up front or like working on it for a while, I think is really, really important to your longevity in comedy, because audiences will come and go, trends will come and go, what's funny will come and go, but like being able to like profit off of like your time and talent, I think is really underrated as a skill for comedians, because that's the only thing separating really funny people from like famous, successful people. And it's just drive.
Facts.
That's it. The foundation will be like, I'm going to make this a career. And writing, spending time writing, but by the way, I'm a writer. I should not be saying all of this. I should be saying writing's the most important part, which like, whatever. It is. Just like every skill set and being a performer is. It's just a tool. Writing is in comedy. But I think drive really does separate the wheat from the chaff. It does. Because it's like, we could all be really funny, but like, unless you know how to like leverage it into like social content also, or like figure out how like your perspective aligns with different brands and partnerships, and just thinking outside the box about how you want to work and be perceived through stand-up and be perceived as a professional, I think is really important. No one talks about it. No one really takes it seriously. And I by no means don't have all the answers at all. I don't have all the answers, but I have been doing this for 4 years and I've achieved a lot in 4 years. I have. And no one can take that away from me, that I have really solid credits. I've done a lot.
Business acumen.
But it's business acumen. That's the only difference. It's not because I'm funnier. I'm not. And it's not because I'm a gay guy. There's a million of me right now. There's a million white gay guys doing stand-up comedy. But I care a lot about this, and I started late. I started in my mid-30s. So like, I better be applying everything I've learned up until this point, or else I'm just fucking hanging out at the open mics.
I remember you saying that outside of Comedy House. It was like being a gay used to mean something. Like now it's like I'm just regular. I'm just like any old white guy or the black. I'm
It
just
is
out
true.
here with y'all.
It is.
Like it used to be like, ooh, he's a gay comic. But I
It's
remember
not
you saying
enough-
that.
it's not enough to
And
just
that
be
was
like-
2 years ago. You said that.
I think everyone should think really hard about what their brand is. And I am really good at it. It's what I do for companies. I used to work for NASA, Google, Pandora, YouTube, Mercedes-Benz, McDonald's, Clorox. Like, I've worked with everyone. I'm a really good ad professional. And my job is mostly to like assess a brand. And so I know for myself, I mean, I could do it for all four of us. I can do this because to me, it's natural to like look at yourself and be like, this is what I offer in the comedy space. Because it's not enough to be like, I'm a young, charming, like black guy who does comedy from New Orleans and I do crowd work also. It's not enough. It has to be like, well, what kind? All of that stuff really matters when you're pitching clubs. They look at that kind of stuff to be like, I'm a high energy, fast talking comedian from New Orleans who's a veteran and I've served my country, but I've also have a really unique perspective on fatherhood and family. That's your pitch. That's who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, knowing that about yourself helps you sell yourself to clubs. Because you have to, you have to have a good 5, 8, 10-minute clip, but you also have to know who you are. You have to put that in the email along with your credits. Like, my name's Troy Duchesne. I'm a New Orleans native. I find it really easy to connect with an audience because I have a really cool and calm demeanor when I'm on stage, but I'm instantly, I create an instant connection with an audience, and I talk about really relatable stuff like family, religion, da-da-da-da-da. Like, you have to know all that about yourself.
Facts.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Hell yeah.
I think that's really important, because once you start crafting your jokes and your special and your album, like, it's going to be filtered through that lens. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you want to be perceived. So then your jokes are going to be more aligned with that brand.
Yep. You owe him $10 for that. I just want to let you know. But nah, I do appreciate that, because it's something that I think about, like, because people, you know, I'm pretty sure it happened to everybody. Like, somebody wanted to do comedy, and they come to you and be like, "Yeah, what do you think? Like, what should I do?" Or like, you know, what do you
tell them to quit now before it fucking takes over your life, like any addiction.
Like, quit while you ahead. But like, you know, it just be on my mind. Like, if somebody seems serious, I want to give like a serious answer back. But I know everybody has a different perspective, because we've all kind of had a different experience going about this.
Yeah, totally.
So like, I would say something different than what you just said.
Well,
but
here's the real thing I'll say outside. If you ask me outside of a mic, Sean, if you're like, I'm new to comedy, what should I do? I'd say, go home, write 3 minutes, not 5, not 10, not 2. Write 3 minutes that you wrote. Then spend a couple weeks practicing those 3 minutes. Make it good. Run it by friends and family. Tell your friends that you're serious about being a comedian. Do they think this is funny? Then memorize it. Then go to an open mic. Do all that before you go to an open mic. Don't waste our fucking time if you're serious. If you're serious about this, prove it. Don't go up there and be like, my friends think I'm funny. I'm funny in the car. Everyone's already... No, I don't fucking believe... You're wasting my fucking time. Tell me a joke, dumbass.
I have seen a bunch of those.
Right. That's the real advice I would give someone right now, because I didn't do that. I wished I would. Well, I did kind of, but like, I also wish I would have had more fun, because I focused a lot on like, I need this to make money, but I also wish I'd go back in time and like have a little bit more fun. The way Troy always is like, just go have fun. That's his philosophy.
That's his catchphrase.
It is.
Go up there and have fun.
Mm-hmm. But I want people who are serious about it, new comics, to know that like, if you want to put in the work, start putting in the work. You know what I mean? Like, if you want this to work, if you want people to take you seriously, you got to show that you're serious. So fucking write some jokes and memorize them, and then go tell them, because we all had to do that.
Nah, that's how it was when I was reading the Comedy Bible. Like, I'm reading it, and it's like preparing you. Like, the first 3 or so chapters are preparing you to go on stage for the first time. And then it'll be like, if you have been on stage already, then blase, blase, blah, you know, kind of. But I'm reading this, and I'm like, damn, this much thought would go into just before you even hit the stage.
That's why a lot of comics really pissed me off when they just showed up and they were like, I'm doing crowd work exclusively. That's it. I'm like, clubs will never look at this. You know that, right?
Right.
If you sent a club a 5-minute crowd work clip, they would laugh in your face, because they want to know that you have a proven product that you can sell over and over again. That's the point of joke writing. I feel really strongly about it.
But you know, like I was telling Ryan earlier that my rant that I put out yesterday was about crowd work, and how I feel like everybody shouldn't. We got to take a stand. Like, everybody is doing crowd work, and everybody not good at it. And putting out bad crowd work product makes fans, when they see bad crowd work product, think that this is what I'm getting myself into. Oh, this is why I don't want to sit in the front. This is why I don't want to go to con. I don't want nobody to pick on me. And we know that good crowd work ain't that. When it's being done by somebody who really knows what they're doing, it's not that. But when somebody who don't know what they're doing is doing it, is a lot of that sometimes.
You know what's crazy? And kind of on the devil's advocate of that, you know, when you see good crowd work, we get shows like Renee Vaca. Like, them people didn't let him.
But he wanted to. As the comedian, he wanted to tell jokes, but they know him for crowd work, so they try like it. But it's both of us. It's the fans and the comedians all have to take a little bit of responsibility on this. We want to give a good show, but amongst each other, there's people here who want to sit down and enjoy a show, but you taking it upon yourself as this one person in a room full of 500 to like make it about you and you
Right.
like, you know, screaming and you da 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 da. Like the little chick who was upstairs, the little Creole couple, like she would not, like he gave her moment where he did talk to her. He put the camera on and she popped up on the TVs. He gave her moment. And then she still wouldn't settle down after that.
Oh my God.
Like you could still hear him up there. Like, relax.
That's part of the problem.
Control your girl at shows, man. Y'all come to show with this girl, your girls be drinking and all that stuff, and you don't tell your girl nothing at the house because she talking to you like a little punk.
If you would have seen the two of them, she run that shit.
Control your girl,
100%.
man. Stop getting relationships.
She run that shit 100%.
I saw something I had never seen before when I was on tour a couple weeks ago.
Just all
and
right.
it is fucked. What'd you say?
I said, just all right.
What?
You say what you saw.
Oh, I didn't hear you in this.
I talk fast. I'm sorry.
Sorry. It wasn't you, it was me. This drunk bitch at the bar. It was a bar show in DC, and she was right there. Like, from where to that camera? Maybe a little bit further. And I'm closing the show, and I'm killing. But she has been interrupting everyone. And halfway through I was the only one who was like, listen, bitch, I don't know who the fuck you are. I'm never coming back here again, but you're clearly a fucking alcoholic. Like,
Right.
I was like, I don't care at this point. Because I was doing so well. Anyway, they eventually clap her out of the bar. She was like, I'm fucking leaving. She had to walk past me. Then I find out her man's with her the whole time. This bitch has been interrupting the show the whole time, and her husband's sitting next to her, not doing anything.
It's your fault.
That's what I said. He walked past me, and I go, you're her husband? Are you fucking serious? I was like, this is your fault. They clap them all out, and then the host came up and screamed at the audience to close the show. That's the part I'd never seen before. I called Drew, and I said, you're never going to believe this. This dude is screaming, being like, these comedians work really hard. You don't come here and talk to it. Painful. I was humiliated. I was beat red, like, and then it was like, all right, have a good night, I guess.
But was the rest of the crowd like fine?
Yes. Yeah,
Why you
genuinely.
let it
So he fussed at the.
He was still
The
angry
girl
about
got
it.
herself for the bed.
You know how that be.
Yeah, like,
Isn't that fucking crazy? I think about it all the time.
I ain't even fucking say shit.
That's how the audience was. They were like, okay,
Like,
all right,
that
point
bitch is
taken.
gone.
Yeah, I know. It was weird. I had many complaints. I was just like, what the fuck?
Say, all right, many complaints.
Cause at that point, then they come to the show again. Now you like they scared to even laugh.
I think we're used to it though. In New Orleans, like this is a global tourism destination that people come to get drunk at. We
Yes.
are used to drunk people.
Definitely.
It is not. I don't want it, but it's
Yeah.
not. It's not going to throw me ever.
Right.
We're used
Not
to
at
it,
all.
but it's not like that in most parts of the country either. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Comedy
A lot-
clubs, people behave.
A lot, especially in shows in New Orleans, a lot of people come to shows. They believe some of the best comedians are people who like can engage and shut down the hecklers. And
Exactly.
people who, as opposed to like, no, there's comedians who like really like put pen to pad, and they don't get the same respect as someone who just knows how to go off top and tell you something and really, you know, like who can, you know, like interact with the crowd like that.
I think that's why we get away with it in New Orleans, because people expect a level of showmanship. You know what I mean? You cannot go up there and tell set up punchlines.
Yeah.
Because most of our comedians have fucking stage presence, and you learn it here. And I would venture to say that our black comics, by a cosmic margin, have just like stacked talent wall to wall. And so it's like, wait, you're going to be on a show with Harry and Rigo Ruby and like Shoddy Field. You better be fucking funny. You better be like trying shit and like doing a voice and like
Facts.
doing act. I'm serious, being animated.
Yes.
Because that's what we have to fucking work with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
on any given show, Saya could be there. So I better fucking bring it. Or Harry is going to be at a 12. Or like, I have to step up. And that is not normal for a scene. I travel a lot. They don't have the diversity we have and the inborn stage presence of like, I'm putting on a show. Even like even a comic who's got a little bit more low energy, like medium to low, like Akita, who's like happy to just sit in it, whatever. Like Kita's got a character. Kita's got a voice and a look. And like, you know what I mean? That's
Love
rare.
Keita.
Love Keita.
Love Keita.
Love Keita. Oh my God, love Keita.
Yeah. But she can plant and hold a room. That is rare for like every comic to have that in like some, I'm not saying all of our comics by no means, but I'm saying like we have a big class of comic who can
Yes,
do
we
that.
do. We do.
I think that's rare.
Now I feel like, but what I noticed at with his show, at Renee's show, is that there's a large group of people here who know how a comedy show works. They've come here to behave and listen to whatever he has to say. And out of the I don't know how many people was there, but let's say out of 500, there's 40 who think a comedy show is that whole back and forth. Like, I'm gonna say shit, you gonna yell at me. It's gonna be like, they think that's what a comedy show is. So they don't even probably realize that they're doing something wrong.
I know.
Based on what they've seen online, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go to a comedy show. That's how comedy shows work. Like, he's gonna yell at me. He gonna make a joke out of me. It seems like they really don't think that they're out of line.
Yeah. That's not, I don't think it's our fault, and I don't think it's crowd work comedians' fault. It's the internet's fault for pushing the algorithm.
Facts.
Which let me be clear though, like that's what I want to watch too. If I'm going to watch stand-up comedy, I want to watch something funny, quick. Like, and that's usually crowd work. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it just is. So I get why, but like, I don't know what we do as an art to combat that, except for lean in and have one crowd work show a month at the Howlin' Wolf. Like, that's my way of being like, well, one for them.
Yeah, the last thing I add to that is that there should be some etiquette between a club show, right, and theater show. If you come into a theater show, 8, 9 times out of 10, these comics, if you're paying to see somebody at theater, like a Renee Vega, whoever the case is, Ali Stick, whoever, let them get their stuff off. To where I feel like if you a Howlin' Wolf or whatever comedy club they have, sometimes it
Like
knows
the decorum should improve.
Yeah, the decorum should depend on exactly like where
as
you
the venue.
are. It should. I feel like it
I
should.
think I have a solution.
And
So-
motherfucker, you way in the back. I can't see you.
If I can't see you, come on,
You
bro.
Yeah, he
your
had to
whole
put the
body
camera
to
on
get-
her for her
Yeah,
to pop up
like-
and for him to look at her on the TV.
Yeah, like if I can't see you, then what are we talking about, bro? Just be quiet.
I
Enjoy the
think
show.
that's on that touring comics team. Hear me out. Like, I think if you're at the point where you're doing theater shows, right, and you're known for crowd work, right, you should have someone on your team that comes out, girl with the earpiece, whoever it is, walks out on stage and says, hey, I'm so happy for you guys to be here. To make some noise for Renee Vaca. Before the show starts, we have some ground rules. Do not talk unless he talks to you. If you talk more than once, you will get a warning, and then you will be ejected.
Yeah, because he had to threaten people to get kicked
But that's
out.
what I'm saying.
Somebody
But
did get thrown out, though.
comedians,
Oh, yeah.
comedians don't have the same integrity as a musician to like even think of things like that. But we should be doing stuff like that. Our theater people should have people on their team that are like, I'm letting you guys know that this is going to be a fun experience for everyone, but we want to make sure everyone has a good time. So do not talk, and then threaten them with ejection or management. Like, that is something you can just do. You know that, right? Like, you can just do that. And they might listen, they might not. But like, I think it sets a standard. I mean, I can start doing it for Work the Crowd. You can start small.
I feel like those shows be fine though. Like those people be hanging out. I haven't been to all of them, but I haven't seen nobody get too crazy in there.
Speaking of that, me and Ben will be hosting that show February 20th.
You sure are.
Hell yeah.
So for
I'm
the
coming that bitch heckle.
for the
No, I don't want to go up.
Please.
for the Ryan Rogers Theater show, y'all better come correct. He just told you what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you think I'm gonna play with that? I'll get off the stage myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the-
I don't have to put up with this.
No, I'm saying I will get into the audience and be like, please shut the fuck up.
Like, dog, this is.
You
but-
paid your $35, which is how much the tickets will cost, probably.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
not
I
bad at
saw
all.
how much
That's
his
pretty
tickets
good.
was, bro. Like, y'all paid good money to be here and ruin the show that you paid good money
For Renee,
Isn't that crazy?
Bro, the seats in the
For Renee.
back was 80.
God, Jesus, Michael Jackson.
Thank you, bro.
I watch YouTube. Don't worry about it.
God knows how much the seats we was in cost.
Right, I'm about to see.
Because we was in like the meet and greet seats.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying?
You know, but when you know when you're that, you know who you know.
Yeah, you know, you
Right.
know, you know people.
You're
So
not
I
get there.
don't
Now
know.
I'm playing.
They won't. But like those seats was expensive, bro. And y'all up there cutting up.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
That's why they cutting up.
Because I paid good money.
They say these prices is outrageous. So I'm gonna act outrageous.
But Ryan, right? So we talked.
Yeah, Ryan, that's my name. What if at one point you were like,
Turn the thing up. Yeah, hit it
Well,
again.
I got you.
What?
I didn't know that was here the whole time.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, you gotta show that boy the threesome button.
No, we do not. Not,
You
on,
right, you
not
right,
on
you
this episode.
No, it's this one.
What is it?
That's
I
threesome.
don't like that. I like this one. Okay.
So we spoke earlier offline about your specials and the different platforms that you've placed them at. Can you especially like for comedians who it's like myself, right? I have a special that I want to release approximately around Mardi Gras Day, right? For somebody who doesn't know, how do I go about going and first of all getting these things licensed and getting them into audio to release them as albums?
Yeah.
To go to these platforms and say, hey, I want to release my special on this platform. How do we go about getting retain those deals and those type of things?
That's a really good question. So I make all of my stuff audio first, which means I never really call it a special. Like Girl Bye and She Is Me, to me, are albums. And that means I wanted like the audio first. That means I wanted to go in with really good sound engineering because the idea of an album was just really cool to me. Like, I just thought it was cool, like, to just have albums out. Like, I just thought that was sexy. So I developed them from the ground up, and I self-funded them, which means, like, I had to pay for, like, the crew, the audio production, the cover artwork, the mixing, the mastering, which wasn't crazy expensive. It's not insane. Everyone can do that. And then once that's done, once you have a good product, you can like shop it and be like, there are certain comedy album, what are they called? Studios, I guess? Labels, record labels. That you can go to, like Burn This Records is one of them. Stand Up Records is another one where you're like, hey, I'm Harry Landry. I put together an album. I'm still in the final like post-production of it, but here's a sample. And you send it to them. And you're like, I'd love to be represented. That would really mean a lot to me. However you want to pitch it. That's like step one if you want to do audio. You like basically put it mostly together, and then you let them know that it's still in post so that if they have any edits or they're like, oh, we have some creative ideas about how to sell Harry Landry, whatever, from Mardi Gras, like that'll give them some input. So it's not just like done, here, take it. You want them to feel like they have buy-in. For video platforms, I think who's doing best right now is probably Don't Tell. And like that's what you're already competing with is like Don't Tell clips on the internet. Like I think that's like the gold standard of like these look really good. And they're very like viral, etc. So there are platforms like 800 Pound Gorilla and Comedy Dynamics and like Comedy Works that you could like let them know like I shot a special, it's not edited yet, but I'd love to release it with 800 Pound Gorilla. Do you mind if I send it to you so you can look at it? Like you always make the other people feel like they're part of the process. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I've done in the past. So I have released. I released my last one with OFTV, that's OnlyFans' TV platform. And basically, I just kind of wrote him an email that was like, hey, I shot a special with OnlyFans 2 years ago in Austin, but I'd love to release it exclusively on the platform. And they were like, okay. Do you want to see it? Yeah, we'll look at it. So they looked at it and they were like, yeah, we'd love to release it. So then they put a lot of like social and digital and email marketing behind it. So that when it's released, they make a big deal out of it. And like it was on the OnlyFans splash page, Ryan Rogers Girl Bye, for like a whole day. That was really cool. But yeah, I mean, that's the long and short of it. Like it's basically you're basically a Google search away from knowing who to talk to at any given moment. Like if you're like, I want to put this on Tubi or whatever, like finding the two people at Tubi is not that hard. You just Google it. Marketing manager at Tubi. Then you find their email and you just email them. That's what I do for sponsors and shit.
Simple enough.
It's a lot. All of this is a lot simpler than people think. All of it is. All of this. Like it's so much easier.
It's just a matter of taking the time out to just put the time in and just look it up.
Those That's emails. What it is. That's what I'm saying.
Emails,
correspondence and scheduling will be the most important thing in the world. Like the more you like do stand up and get deals and work with brands, like that's the only thing that matters. I have a spreadsheet that I look at every day. And it's all my bookings that I've ever done since day one, up until everything I've booked until like summer of this year. And it's a spreadsheet of every month, tab. So I know where I am on every given night, but that is, if I didn't have that, I wouldn't be anywhere. I just need to be organized. I know this is so boring. No, I'm realizing how boring this is as I'm saying it.
Especially for people who want to be comedians.
Especially we have comedians that watch this and we don't know. Like you teaching us something. We don't know that.
You see how quiet niggas done got?
I know. I was like,
we listening.
I was like, why am I here talking about spreadsheets and I'm not talking about like dick pics or whatever? Like,
I promise I'd rather hear about spreadsheets.
Yeah, you're like, you know what? Pause. I just learned that. Pause.
Yeah, we don't.
You were saying play the whole time.
Yeah, no, I was saying no homo.
Yeah, because we don't.
Yeah, we had left no homo alone.
Yeah, we don't care about mess, man. We care about real.
Because we really do have two different.
Up top. Is that a thing? Up top.
Oh, that's like for a high five?
No, when you want to like
download.
No, turn the when you want to. I think Marcus.
Oh, basketball. Oh, yes! Ball up top. Ball up top.
Not that. Ball up top.
Ball up top.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, ball up top is like
it's like a reset.
That's what I'm saying.
Reset.
That's like pause, but
that's
like
charge of the
ball
game.
Up top.
Yeah, ball up top. Like all right, we're gonna reset.
No, pause and ball up top is like two different. Like,
but I get you though. We really have two different kinds of episodes though. That was like when what you call him was here. When
Am I part of your
here.
fucking TED Talk lecture series?
No,
I don't like that.
This episode is what you make it.
And then he gonna want to come back and do a party episode. No, these are important. Like these are very important because we just had Kevin on this bitch acting goddamn crazy, standing all on the table. That's one kind of episode we have, and then we know that lives inside you. If you want to come back and have one of those, you done got all the comedy out the way.
No. Well, so here's the thing. When we talking, we asked about this thing. We have the segment called, we ask comedians, build your perfect comedian based off 4 or 5 things that we've done, and one of them is work ethic. And we've had comedians come up here and they've said your name.
Facts.
So like you
How
had
many of them?
That did happen.
Who said it?
Ben Bauman
Ben
said
Bauman.
it, and then who?
Really?
Yeah, I might have like one more.
Yeah. But when we do the build your perfect comedian segment,
And like even outside the segment, like we were talking about this New Orleans comedy, people's first times of who people who giving people opportunities. Your name does come up a lot.
Thank you.
So
I appreciate
So
that.
we was like, it's long overdue. Wanted to have you on, and because we know you had a wealth of knowledge and you've accomplished. And again, 4 years. Like I've been doing this 7 years. I ain't accomplished. I ain't been on OnlyFans TV and altercation. I haven't done all that, right? A lot of us haven't done that. So to get your perspective on a lot of things is important.
Thank you. I really appreciate. I'm acting like a bitch, but like this is what I love.
I
the
ain't know
most.
nothing about an 800-pound gorilla. I swear to God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I ain't know
teach you
gorillas.
stuff.
I ain't know gorillas weigh that much.
I just found that out.
That's crazy. I
But being
they-
it,
And they talking about fighting them motherfuckers.
Thank you.
weren't you talking about cues earlier? Is
Yeah.
that-
Yeah.
Okay. That's,
That's what I'm saying though. But you might as well ask him now. You might as well ask him build his own build
Yeah.
your perfect comedian.
So we
Let's
building
hear
your
it.
perfect comedian. The characteristics are delivery, comedy style, work ethic, and physicality. Starting with delivery.
of people we know.
No, just
anybody. It could be
Anybody.
local,
history.
Anybody.
national.
This is your
Anybody.
perfect comedian.
Who is my favorite? The favorite delivery is probably John Mulaney.
Okay.
I can listen to him deliver jokes all day. I love the way he talks, and it's so like musical, and he's so fucking funny.
John Mulaney underrated. Like he doesn't get brought up enough.
I think he's the greatest comedian alive. I think he is. I think he's wonderful. He's so fucking funny.
From Ryan Rodgers. You heard it.
I believe
heard it here
that.
first.
I think it's him.
I think John Mulaney hilarious too. Though.
John Mulaney is pretty funny. He is.
Comedy style.
Style. Dion Cole.
I ain't gonna lie, that comedian funny.
That's hard. I ain't gonna lie. That's hard. That's hard.
Oh man.
John Mulaney and Dion Cole.
Dion Cole started his last special with, "I ain't fucking no more bitches that got loose sockets in their house." That's how he started it, and that's when I knew I was like, "This is gonna be perfect." It was so funny. I'm gonna make your block 2 times. Oh my god, he's so funny.
Loose sockets is great.
Work ethic.
Me.
It is.
I'm serious. You got to wake up a lot earlier than me to get better.
What time do you wake up?
Like 6 a.m.
That's one of my favorite phrases though. Is you gonna have to wake up a lot earlier to get over on me.
You are, and I've been telling comics that for years. I'm like, you could be funnier than me. But you ain't gonna fucking outwork me. You ain't gonna out innovate me.
Not
You're
when
not gonna innovate like new ideas, new shows, way to brand them, partnering, money. Like you're not good fucking luck.
You ain't said nothing, but ain't nothing but a bump. I'm
He
good.
gonna have me feeling bad waking up at 11 tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up and like fuck Ryan been up. Fuck.
You know who's outpaced me? You know who's the only person outpacing me is fucking Mary Ryan Brown, one of my best friends.
Yeah.
And that bitch,
Shout out to
Sean
Mary
Mississippi,
Ryan,
man.
that
Yeah,
bitch
yeah.
is crushing at a level that
She
like.
been moving. I've been saying that.
And she started
moving.
later than me.
She been doing it for like 2 years.
Yeah, I've been-
she's at 3.
I've been peeping.
3+.
Yeah.
3 is crazy. And to
What her guarantee is, you would not believe. For someone who's 3 years in, she's got it, and she has figured out a niche for herself. And that when I talk about business niche and like your brand and shit like that, that bitch figured it out on site and just went in. She's like, I'm a Southern mom doing Southern mom satire. She doesn't believe anything that she's saying. It's a joke.
Yeah.
But people buy it. It's crazy. And her content output, there's no one like her.
All right.
She's crushing.
I said you, Mary Brown, Mary Ryan
Brown.
I'm sorry, Mary Ryan Brown and Saya. When I started looking at the output of content that you guys I'm like, damn, Ryan posted another video from 2 days ago. You guys, I be trying.
I do it a lot. I will say I'm in Instagram jail right now and have been for a while. So my followers aren't growing the way that they were. And I can't get out of it. I'm trying everything. It's stressing me out a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Now, all right. What was the last one we left on, Troy? Oh, Dion Cole with the comedy style, right?
Yeah,
No,
we
that
did
was
style.
work ethic.
No, we did.
Oh no, we did work
ethic.
ethic, and we did.
The last one is physicality.
Like the
Animated like body use. Like
okay, so
Take your time.
out of all comics, I'm gonna be honest. I spend a lot of time choreographing my own shit. Like I like my anime. Like I feel it before I tell the joke about like where my body goes and if I turn around or. So I love it. I love my own physicality, but I do think Saya, the way Saya,
I'm about to see. Yeah, give us
the way Saya acts like a panther on the prowl with an audience is, I think, really cool because she's intimidating, she's commanding.
Hell yeah.
And she's just locked in. You trust her from the second she walks on stage. I think her physicality is unmatched.
I like that.
Nah, when
Saya locked in, bro.
Yeah,
like
it's different.
Man,
She
like,
do lock
that's
on you. She
that's
do,
some
yeah,
shit
yeah.
you gotta deal with that.
was you there that night? There was a night we all went to sports drink. It was like he was like, oh, they got a lot of people left over from a show. We're gonna do a random pop-up.
That was me.
mic.
I organized that.
And we all like everybody went
came.
the fuck off that night. It was one of them nights where everybody just fucking went off. And I was
I'm good at planning
I
parties
think I was
too.
there that night, yeah.
And I was talking about Saya on stage, like, cause I went up after, and I'm like,
I remember.
like, how does
Me and
motherfucker
Saya
just
were in
get
the
on
front
stage?
row.
And she just like a lion or something walking back, looking at y'all like.
That's when me and Saya saw you. We were together on the front row and you were like letting her have it. And me and her were like, he's getting really good. That's what we kept saying. We were like, he's getting good. Finally.
Appreciate you. Shout out you, Saya, man. We got.
Have I ever told you my bit about you behind your back that I say?
That's cool.
No.
Because I always got to say shit about people behind their back.
Yeah, that's what's up.
My bit about you used to be, I can't believe I'm telling you this. My bit about you was like, don't be offended because you're a lot better now. But like, I was like, Sean Favorite is like this handsome young black guy who goes up on stage and he's like charming the audience. He's like an avalanche of charisma. But if you listen to his jokes, they sound like a 1950s white Jewish Catskills comedian who's like, you kneel down because you got to be close to the pussy. Like,
You kneel down.
I was like, these are old white Jewish comic jokes. You know that, right? Like the way he tells them. It's just,
that is hilarious.
it's true though. I gotta read on all y'all. I know exactly who y'all are.
real
I
with
heard a lot
yourself.
of your reads at my roast.
What did I say about you?
You wrote a lot of them people jokes for my roast.
I did. I did.
Niggas, I had to hear how Ryan felt about me
I
all
was
night.
on a
He
train
wanted to
going
be there
from
so bad.
I was on a train going from Albuquerque to Santa Fe, and I was just writing Troy Duchesne jokes one after another. And I was like, okay, Sam, you say these. Okay, Brandon, you say these. JQ, you say these. And then they all just went to like Brandon and stuff.
I always say that though. Like that's like I told you earlier, when the wanting the pen to catch up to like the things I already did well, and to be that full package. Because I always felt like in the beginning, my jokes are just an excuse for me to just show you myself on
That's how I
stage.
feel, yeah.
Like they this is not the sell. This is not the sell here. I'm the sell, and I didn't want that to always stay the
That's
case.
interesting.
Like I'm me and I'm a personality. I'm gonna do this and we gonna have a moment and we gonna have fun up here. And I can't go up there with no jokes. I have to have some through line to give you me.
I know.
The jokes are secondary to that's how I always felt, but I didn't want it to stay that way. That's why I was like, you kneel down, you do gotta kneel down, you gotta be close to the pussy.
You
Right?
haven't did that in a minute. You haven't.
Oh, I heard him do it recently.
No, I did, bro. The kneeling down and
If you did last night, would have won.
propose to the pussy.
Probably so.
Bro, that was my closer. I brought that back as my closer in Toronto.
Yeah.
Killed.
I bet it.
I brought it out of retirement.
Were there a lot of old white Jews in the audience?
No, but them motherfuckers love that shit for some
It's
reason.
a really solid joke. It really is.
It's very Caribbean out there, and African, and Indian.
No comment.
It's a very solid joke.
I'm not gonna say what's. Never mind.
But yeah, bro, if I have to do like an extended period of time, I do end on that joke.
Yeah,
but like if I gotta do 10, I'm like doing my new shit, working out stuff. But if I do a long set, because out there I did 30 plus, I did like 35. So I did get to end on that.
I did the same thing for both Tig Notaro and Whitney Cummings, where my closer was so good both times. Where I was like, I'm murdering. That I was like, I'm doing the altar boy joke. Fuck it. Like for Tig Notaro, I walked off stage in front of 1,100 people.
Yeah.
At the OUD Theater in fucking Hot Springs or Eureka Springs. Walked off stage, grabbed a chair, brought it to the middle of the stage, and then put my foot on it and went, I used to be an altar boy. Like I just started it. It was so fucking fun. But I do that too when I'm having when I'm having a lot of fun. I'll do that joke because it's my favorite joke and it goes out with a bang.
I seen you do that joke when the Hell Yes Fest. You use that
I
Joy
did.
Theater.
I did.
And that joke went stupid. I said, but right.
You want to know something? That's the first joke I ever wrote.
Like ever.
That's
crazy.
It's the altar boy joke from beginning to end.
And
I changed like 2 things over time, but otherwise it's the same joke.
No, well, again, you know, that's like this is always that one that go to that no matter what, this is what's going. Yeah, that's one of the jokes.
Yeah.
That's a great joke.
It is. It's a great
It's
joke.
a great joke.
But I wrote that, and the second one was, if you think my lisp sounds gay, you should hear my asshole. Those are the first 2 jokes I wrote, and then I wrote some middle jokes, and I did them at Ugly Dog.
And you still love that joke to this day.
He does. That's his favorite 2 jokes.
When he said in referencing, he smiled a little bit. Like, that's my
funny.
shit.
I know. I think it's really funny.
What you got coming up, Ryan Brew?
Oh, I'm at Oz tonight. This
What
week.
don't he have
This
coming up?
this is gonna come out.
What don't I got coming
When
up?
don't you perform?
This is coming out
For
next
real.
week.
When you sleep.
Oh, damn, never. I'm doing a couple runs soon. So I'm doing like Gainesville and Jacksonville soon, back to back. I'm doing Chandler, Arizona at Mic Drop.
Okay.
Headlining there. Headlining in Pineville this weekend.
You're gonna be in Florida in February.
Yeah, maybe Florida in February. I'm doing some more East Coast shit in March. I might have some big, cool stuff coming up, but I'm still waiting on some stuff with my agent right now to kind of like lock that down. And I'm working with a new booker right now who I really like. The only thing I asked her to do was, I said I want 1 weekend a month headliner gig at like a medium to small club. That's it.
Yeah.
Just book me one of those a month where I get to go out of town and do Friday, Saturday in one town. So that's what I'm doing in Florida. That's what I'm doing in Arizona and like Chandler. Oh, I got into Albuquerque Funny Fiesta again, so I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have a double header that we just booked with Mary Ryan Brown and this guy Landon at the Southern, and it sold out in 4 days, 140 tickets. So we had to add a brunch show. So we're doing 2 back to back.
Where's it
At the Southern Hotel
in
Covington.
Covington. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, there's some fun stuff. There might be some gay cruises that I'm doing this year. There's like around summer. We have LGBTLOL in June. It's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm very lucky. This is what I wanted.
Is that going to be here, or are you going to go to another city with that again?
LGBTLOL. It'll always be. Thank you for asking. It'll always be in New Orleans for June. And
Journalism.
Then yeah, you're really good at that. You're actually, you've been running this very professionally and efficiently, and I've really appreciated it. You're really good at your job.
We tried. Thank you, Ryan.
You're a really good anchor for this.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. We tried.
But LGBTLOL will always be in New Orleans in June, and then I think for October this year we want to go to San Francisco. So LGBTLOL SF, yeah.
Yeah.
And I lived there for a long time, and I haven't been there since
Homecoming.
Homecoming. Clock it.
The Mecca.
I actually learned that from Troy's joke.
Yeah.
That's another good joke. That's another good joke.
Nah, that is. But bro, when you had your show in Covington, boy, when I got out there and I looked,
Oh,
that was one of them days where I just wasn't having a good day. That was also one of those times. But I got out there and I looked at this crowd. I'm like, bro, what am I about to talk to these people about?
Yeah.
But it went well.
That's how I felt at Rain.
Well, Ryan, we had a great time with you,
Oh,
man.
this was fun.
Let them know where they can follow you at.
Oh, you can follow me at Ryan A. Rogers on Instagram or Ryan Rogers Comedy on TikTok, or sign up for my newsletter at ryanrogerscomedy.com. Thank you.
You can see
Thanks for having
Ryan
me.
all over the city, man. Like I said, the guy, he just say he don't sleep. So if there's a comedy show happening, chances are you're probably going to see Ryan Rogers
You can see
there.
me doing well between bombs. It's bomb season right now. We're figuring shit out. Are y'all? Some of us.
I'm about to say it.
Nigga said we're working on some things.
Some people going through dry January. Ryan going through bomb
season.
Bombuary.
Bomb season.
Dude, Bombuary is great.
When last time you bombed?
Oh, God, this week. God, where was I? I like bombing at the mic. I love bombing at the
That's
mic.
why you should bomb
Which
it.
one?
Oh, my God. I bombed so bad at Sports Drink on Sunday. Not last Sunday, but the one before. When I tell you, not a single nothing. And I was like, I ended up I put a video on Instagram of me like skydiving and skating and doing all this shit.
Yeah,
but the bomb clips are in between them.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's good,
Nothing.
though. That's
looking
good,
at
though.
Harry, looking at a notebook and being like, okay, that's that one. Silence, crickets. And I'm like, what do you think about it? Nothing. Horrible. I got in the car. Every time I get home, Drew's like, how was it? No matter where I am. And then I'm usually like, it was great or whatever. And I was like, that was so bad. What a waste of my night.
Do mic bombs count though?
No, but I
Not
think
really.
it's
It's
fun.
practice.
I'm gonna say 'cause it's a mic, and
That what you supposed to be
doing
there.
new
Yeah.
shit. And now if you go to a book show,
A book show bomb.
and bomb, all right now.
I bombed the worst bomb. This is true. The last big bomb I had was over 2 years ago in Shreveport, and Jesse Payton, one of my friends, called me up to open for him in Shreveport. It was 200 plus old white people in a community theater. Not a single black person in the audience. And they were all over like 55. I bombed for 20 minutes to nothing. And then afterwards, audience members complained to the venue, and Jesse Payton lost the venue forever. They said, we'll never have you back. because of that gay guy on your show.
Damn.
And then he didn't tell me for a year. We were on a show in Bay St. Louis, Little Theater. He goes, you lost me that Shreveport venue. And I go, why? And they're like, they hated you. They did not think you were funny, and they did not like that you were gay. And I was like, fair.
You know what's crazy? You know what? A show that I enjoyed that we was on together, the show that we had in Luling. When we had to be
that
PG.
was sick.
We had to be PG for that show.
I loved it.
Yeah. How you feel about having to be PG and you already talk about the stuff that you talk about?
As long as it's like less than 20 minutes, I can do it. But it's like I'll be sidestepping things. It's like not going to be the best version of it.
It was a
like,
weird, fun crowd in Luling.
It was, but I've got enough material that like I don't even have to censor it. Like the Hinge Not Harvard, you single. I did it last night. That's clean. Like there's so much clean shit. Where if I don't, even the girl bye joke. If I say fine, leave, just go, you monster. I don't say asshole. Like I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't care. I think there's money in clean comedy too.
Facts.
Definitely
There
is.
is.
My last question, and then before we do have how long you think it takes you to come up with like your next hour? Like when you have an hour and you feel like you're recording at that, like when do you be like, okay, cool, that's done, now you start working on your next whatever that.
I start writing material for the next album before that first album is out. Like Girl Bye was being edited and I was like, I have stuff for the third. I'm almost ready to record the third. I will be ready after summer. And the trick is put a date on the calendar and just do it.
Yeah.
That's how you write an album. I'm not kidding. It's kind of like how you stress about planning a trip until you just book the plane tickets. That's the hardest part is booking the plane tickets, and then everything else falls into place. It's the same with recording an album. Be like, I'm recording on December 1st, 2026.
Fuck.
Whether it's serious, that's what I've done for the last two. Better be ready about that. And so then I'm out every night. I'm writing new stuff. I've got about 30 minutes.
Okay,
that I've written. That is not only good, but I've proven it because I write so much and I go up every night. So between Girl Bye and now, I've got 30 minutes new that I'm ready to record. I want to add another 15 or 20.
So comics, man, right?
Right, every day.
Hit the mics.
Hit the mics.
Find your voice.
Find your voice.
Go on social media. Find your presence and use your voice
Send
on
them
there.
emails.
Send them emails out, man.
Emails suck.
Send them emails out.
Emails suck, and the only way you will ever get anything in this business is follow up.
Yeah. So
you can't just send the email. You have to annoy. I'm not kidding. You have to annoy people. Record label, people you want to represent you, brands. That's how anyone, you realize that's how people get jobs, right? If you want to get a job at Applebee's, you send in an application, then you call them, you show up. Can I bust tables here, please? Like, that's how everything works. You have to annoy people.
You got to be cool being told no.
Yes. And for all the success that I have enjoyed, it's an avalanche of failures and rejection too. So like, that's just part of the deal. Sometimes you only need one. Yes.
That's all you need. That's the part we don't talk about. Y'all
We
see
don't.
all the good, great stuff, but no, you know what I mean? No, it's 20 no's that came before like one yes.
Oh
20,
my God.
100 no's.
And the no's that I've gotten, that like feedback I didn't want, mean shit has happened where it's like, I don't need to know all that. Like,
Man, I saw a quote that ever since I saw it, I always think about it. Like, people be scared to be told no, but if somebody told you were 50 no's away from your goal or your dream, how quickly would you be going out there to get them 50 no's?
that's too real.
That's real shit.
Yeah, that is.
Like, if you knew it was just gonna be 50, you would be every day like you would hit 50 people up right now. Like, hey, tell me no. Like,
I'm in a job hunt right now, and if I showed you my spreadsheet again of everywhere that I've applied since I got laid off in October, you would die. It's over 200 places. But I have gotten yeses from a couple people. So I have contracts with all these agencies now where I'm working on, like right now, I just got a job yesterday. I was paying really good money to just redo the messaging for Blue Plate Mayonnaise. Headlines, that's it, and billboards and digital, and they're paying good money. And like, I've always wanted that job. I've always wanted to work with Blue Plate. And but hundreds and hundreds of no's in addition to that. You know what I mean? Rejection left and right every day. But you only need one.
but you got the good one.
That's paying rent for like 3 months now.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think you still worked a regular job. I thought you
I
was
do.
like at a point to where you like you.
No, I like working in advertising because it's just writing. I write headlines and commercials and shit. That's what I've done my whole life. That's what I used to do for
But you're
NASA
not
and
going
stuff.
into an office. You
No, I'd rather kill myself than do that
Yeah.
again. No.
That's crazy. All right.
No, I would never kill myself, which is nuts because I would do anything for attention. You know what I mean?
Well, no, Ryan, man, thank you for coming, man.
Thank you for having
we
me.
Thank you
appreciate
for being a guest.
You're
we
three of the best
salute you.
comedians in New Orleans. I love all of you. I think what you're doing is all amazing. You're
Appreciate
unstoppable. You're fantastic. Thank you for having
appreciate
me.
Do you think, Troy, man?
This has been another episode of Let's Talk Ball. If you know ball, let's talk ball. We'll see y'all next time.
And we out.
And if you don't know ball, be quiet.